So as we have a look at that gorgeous, the silver wing here at Silverstone, which cost approximately £26 million, well, this ensured that Formula One would be staying on probably for another 15 years at the major event of where they hold the Formula One Grand Prix in Britain. So it looks as though we have quite a huge turnout this evening, and that's great to see. We have round about 14 drivers who are currently in the pit and raring to go this evening. As we can see, the sack man is going to be getting out there first on the track. Obviously, major setups being made. Is there going to be rain or not this evening for this race? This is all yet to be told. So, as far as I can see at the moment, there is the drivers coming out right now to start the first qualification session of the British Grand Prix. So we'll be definitely keeping you up to date with some figures, also giving you who is currently leading the South African Academy Online Racing Championship at the moment, as well who is the leading team at the moment as well. So all of that information coming up. There are a few drivers that are unable to make it this evening due to various reasons, but our thoughts are with you, and we hope to see you next week here on the South African Academy Online Racing. So a big shout out to those individuals. If we have a look currently on track, we are with the sack man, and he's currently on a outer lap. And I'm interested to see what he's going to be doing in that Mercedes this evening, as well as we have the Weza. He is racing for Red Bull, and I'm sure we're going to be having a look at what he's going to be doing. He is currently he is currently in third position in this championship with 100 points. So yep, I'll be sure to see what he's up to this evening, what sort of times he's looking at putting on this evening, because I'm sure he wants to maintain that championship points and also go up if he possibly can at the moment. So we'll be having a look at that, and let's go to our current championship leader at the moment, and that is Wazzy. So Wazzy in the Force India, he is currently leading the South African Academy Online Racing Championship, and followed by Nesmax. So let me just give you the points there. Wazzy is in first position on the current championship. That's season 3, and his points are 149 points for the season. And then Nesmax, he is at 112 points for the season 3 here on the South African Academy Online Racing. And then, as I just mentioned, TNP Weza, he is at 100 points. And then it is the Munna at 96 points. Springbok Gamer, he's at 83 points. Then David, he is at 81 points. And then Gav Pig, 55 points. Tix, 1195, he's at 33 points. Then the Sackman, 27 points. Dylan at 26 points. Vino, for real, he's on 21 points. And then Lucas, 18. Staff at 18. Blixenp, he is at 14 points. And then Ronald LaRue, he's also at 14 points. So those are your championship standings at the moment. And obviously we'll be very interested to see how that is going to be lining up this evening, and who is going to be moving up and down those scales this evening. So let's take a look and stay on board. As you can see, currently it looks like Weza has put on a 128.282. Remember, there are 3 qualifying sessions in this event, a 50% race that's going to be taking place this evening. So we are 12 minutes into this qualification round. Remember, it all leads down to going to 3 qualification rounds, and then obviously what they want to do is ensure that they make that qualification number 3, because that's going to give them the opportunity for that pole position. So what we're going to do is just stay with the drivers this evening and monitor their progression through the different qualification rounds, and hopefully you're like me, sitting and enjoying this evening's event. So if you are joining us through the live stream, thank you very much for joining us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. We appreciate all your support that you give us every single Sunday round about the same time, where you come along and support the drivers that are driving in this event. So very big up to you guys. 12 minutes already into the stream, and already we're seeing some action, and we'll keep you abreast on what is going on. So as mentioned, obviously we are doing the first qualification round, just checking that the guys are already set up for the next as well as the third qualification round. And I tell you what, I can see Blix and P unfortunately out already, a 1 minute 34.007. and he seems to had an incident in one of the sectors, so unfortunately he is currently out. Just a big up for those that are joining us by the stream at the moment. And I tell you what, Marius, Botham, thank you. It's always nice to see you giving support to the guys. So, Marius, thank you very much for joining us and letting us know. We've also got some of our drivers who are currently also watching the stream as well. So, always good to see that as well. So Marius, thank you for your comments, and I see Dylan has also joined the stream, so and he's driving this evening. Yes, he is. So I'm pretty keen to see nice times coming through, and very close ones at that. So yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun here at Silverstone. The British Grand Prix started in around about 1948. It was actually an airfield at one or other time, and it's sort of developed. I think 2010 it became an official F1 Grand Prix circuit. And the great Sterling Moss, he basically, when we say in 2010, I mean that's for the modern era, but in 1948 to 1950s, through the 1950s, this was the track, which in those days was an airfield, but it was modified in 2010 for the current Grand Prix that we see today. But yes, Sterling Moss won the British Grand Prix. He was the first Brit to win a British Grand Prix on British soil. Obviously, it's in Britain. And I think he was in a Mercedes, if I'm not mistaken, so which we're currently watching as we speak. So yes, definitely this track, as I said, was an airfield in the Second World War, and then was developed over time into a racetrack, and now it becomes the premium event for British motorsport, where all of the major Grand Prix, and wow, that was pretty close there. Sack almost losing it totally there, but he seemed to gather himself. No damage, hopefully, to that car, but he's going to come back on track as we speak. Yes, so as you can see, a lovely time set there for the first qualification round. As I said, most of the individuals will be doing and looking at setups to make sure that they have the right setups, and obviously ensure that those setups are set for today's race. And as you can see, some of the other guys still 4 minutes to go, so they'll come out. Just make sure. Remember, when we get to the third qualification round, they're going to be looking at the tire that they need to have on. Obviously, make sure that the car is all set up and going through there. So, yeah, it's going to be an amazing event this evening, as I mentioned. So if you are watching on the live stream, thank you for doing so. And always welcome to give us a thumbs up and support the channel, and even spread it out to those that are interested in motorsport as well as online racing. So please, thank you for all the support, and please just like and send it along to who you think would enjoy this type of racing. So looking at the current situation, De Wet is on a 128.454. Wozzie's currently in third position, and he's in the pits at the moment at a 128.489. So very close racing there. And Tix just puts on his best time at 128.067 this evening. That is a great time from him. And wow, let us go and see where we are this evening. I tell you what, great drive from him. Looking at what he just put on, I'm sure he's going to be absolutely chuffed with himself. Looks like there's an incident in Sector 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. So, wow, Sector 2 and Sector 3. Springbok Gamer comes on the outside. Courteous driving from Tix at the moment, gets well out of the way of the guys that are trying to do those qualification laps. I'm sure he's going to be powering it up. And let's stay on board with him at the moment, because he's certainly put on an impressive time in qualification round number 1. So sit back and relax as we take the seat with Tix 1195 on this great track. So there we were on with Lucas, just giving us a quick round of the track, and you can see there some nice speed from him at a 128 there. Obviously the top rivals for this evening sitting up on top of the grid on qualification round number 1 is Tix at 128.067. Then Wazzy, he is in 4th place this evening. But then we've got Weza as well as David just above him in 2nd and 3rd. So nice drive from those guys. Putting on 128.282 was obviously Weza, and then it was David just probably 100th of a second behind him at the moment. So very nice work from these guys. As you can see, just going down the list there, we were on Wazzy. Just after him was Lucas, who we spent the track round with, and then Dux. He is in the Force India team this evening. However, he will be racing for Mercedes on the next race. And we have Springbok Gamer, and then the Sackman Nesmax down in 9th position in the Williams at the moment at a 129. So let's see what they can do in quali number 2. Remember, they are winding it up to quali number 3, and then the top 10 drivers go through. So we cannot wait to see who is going to be in the top 10 drivers for the Silverstone Grand Prix here this evening. Nice to see Blitzen P back in his traditional colors. Car number 43 with the green target helmet, and that is great for us to see there. So all good to see these guys driving this evening as we go on board now with Lucas this evening. And David's still in the pits, as well as Nesmax, as well as Wazzy. I'm sure doing setups and getting ready to go out and compete. Just giving the guys a bit of distance before they get out there. They'll be having a look where they are on the track before they come out to set some amazing times, as I'm sure everyone here this evening is trying to ensure that they get to the quali number 3 session and get through there. Here we're on board with Ronald LaRue, and he is racing for the team Honda. That's the Toro Rossi, and that is car number 30 this evening. Here we are on board with Weza. He is also driving the Red Bull this evening. Thomas not with us this evening. So Thomas, hopefully we'll see you back next week. And we will be winding down the season for a little bit of a break. And that will be for over Christmas. and then we will start in January with the next sessions. Here we go, here on board with the Springbok game at the moment. He is on an outer lap. I'm going to be sure that he's going to be doing some adjustments to that motor vehicle. He definitely wants to be in the top 10 this evening, and obviously going nice to see a 129.289 put up by Ronald this evening. There, the sack man putting on a 129. Blixenp 130s this evening. If you've got a prediction, put up your prediction on the channel. What do you think the qualification score or time would be this evening? And we're all eager, waiting to see what if your prediction is correct or not. There's the first gentleman to break the 129 barrier to 128.661, and that is Lucas this evening. So, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing what this gentleman is doing this evening. That is David. I'm sure he's going to be wanting to put up at least a 129.26 something or other this evening. He's in car number 83 in the Toro Rossa, powered by Honda this evening. So just while we're on this gentleman at the moment, what you may know is, yes, it is Turbo and Bullets. That is the team that number 83, Mr. David, is busy. Also the founder of Turbo and Bullets, and they have an amazing lineup every single week. And if you want to know a little bit more, get onto our website, look under the calendar section, and you'll find them. There is also an affiliation link with the Turbo and Bullets website, and you can get more information of their running events as well. We also have Dylan with us. He is from the Project Cars. He is from SAAOLR, so that is the South African racing community online. And you can always go through our particular website and also find them. That's for the Project Car guys that are interested in racing project cars. And with that in mind, this Thursday, the ROS1s are having their final event for this season, and we'll be doing the coverage of that. And please come and join us on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, where you can see the packed action of that particular event. And you can always go on to their Facebook page as well, get in contact with the SAAOLR guys as well, so they're here as well. Some exciting news that I've just been brought to my attention is that there is also an event that will be taking place sometime soon, and it sounds as though it's going to be an inter-club challenge. And we also have Blixenp, who's with us at the moment, and he is also arranging from GT Sports South Africa. They are also going to be operating an event, and you can always find them also through the internet as well, and that's GT Sports South Africa. So come along, come and enjoy. We have all forms of racing. We have the affiliation to all these clubs. You can pick this up from our website. So if you're on the stream right now, you can go on after the stream and find our website, as well as get all the information that I've been speaking about on the website. So this gentleman has just put on an amazing time. We're on board, and you can see he's got his Springbok colors on his helmet. That is Springbok Gamer, and a 128.580. A nice time set up by Springbok Gamer. Nice to see that in his traditional green helmet, and a fantastic drive from him this evening. Wassie has just smacked the round, and he's just put on a 127.703, so he's gone under the 128 now. Fantastic drive from him. Great to see that Wassie has just put on that time, and congratulations there. He's just put on the fastest time for Quali 2 at a 127.703. Fantastic time from him. Great drive. So that pushes down Springbok Gamer into second position at the moment. And then Lucas, commonly called the Donkey, affectionately called by some of the drivers as Donkey, he's put on a 128.593. Then David, a 128.673. And then you can see ticks there, a 128.777. So these are the top 5 drivers this evening, and we are looking down the list at the moment to see how these guys are going to fare. Here we're on board. It looks as though that Sector 3 accident, it looks like Ronald has had an accident. And there comes Nesmax. Nicely done at a 127.754. So slightly slower than Wassie, but a great time put on here right now under those conditions. That's fantastic to see, and I can tell you now, well done Nesmax. Great drive from you, putting yourself in second position in his car number 90. So we'll be watching him this evening, car number 90. And that's the Williams, by the way. So 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this particular round, and we'll be watching quite carefully what's going on. Great to see those events, and as I mentioned, if you are looking, here is our website. You can get there and have a look at what's available. As I said, we normally put that up anyway, so you can see exactly where we are and exactly how it's all going down. So definitely join us on those particular forums, and you can actually see all the news that's taking place on our particular website, as well as our Facebook page. And as I said, we appreciate you guys being with us. And we once again say thank you for all the support, and thanks for watching our channel. And subscribe to our channel, and we'll give you more action here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Remember, this is our esports series. A lot of people have been asking questions around what's happened to the e-bucks. Yes, we are taking the e-bucks very seriously as well, and we will be giving that out. What I've said to do is just make it a little bit more secretive, and we will start to show you probably at the beginning of 2019, because the season is continuing into 2019, to who's actually taken what and where and which positions are going there. As you can see, the distinctive green and gold helmet of Springbok Gamer, and he's obviously done a great job this evening, sitting in position number 3 at the moment. So Silverstone, I know, is one of his favorite tracks, and he's going to be looking to ensure that he keeps that rock steady this evening, and also just keeping the others at bay at the moment. So just having a look as we go up now. I just want to put that into perspective at the moment so we can see who is where and doing what this evening. Just to give you an understanding, here it is, and I'm sure you're pretty interested to see this. This is the current standings, and if we have a look at the constructors' standings at the moment, you can see Williams sitting on 208 points, and Force India, they are slightly behind at 167 points. Then it's the Red Bull Racing Team at 107 points, Toro Rosso at 101, and then Haas 91 points this evening going into this race, and then Ferrari at 67 points, then the Saabers 58 points, the McLarens at 54 points, Mercedes is at 27 points, and then the Renaults are sitting at round about 19 points. So yep, it is going to be a close one, and I can tell you now, just having a look back on the track, the session is over, and it looks as though we're going to be going into session number 3. So just to give you a great overview of exactly who is where and what, it's all coming down now from the 14 drivers. You can now see who are the top 10 drivers for this event this evening, and you can see it is obviously Wazzy, Nesmac, Springbok Gamer, Lucas, David, Tux, Ronaldo, the Sackman, Dukes, and Blixenp. They have qualified to take part in the 3rd qualification session. So great driving from them. And now we will go and see who is going to be taking that pole position this evening. Lots of competition out there, lots of guys driving and keeping themselves in the line to become the pole position holder here at Silverstone. This is the South African Academy Online Racing, and this is Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, brought to you by the South African Academy Online Racing, and we can't wait to see who is going to be the champ here this evening. So just before we get out on the track, let me just give you a quick overview of who is leading the championship and the driver standings after 9 races. It is Wasi at 149 points. Then it is Nesmax. He is at 102 points. And then it is Wezi. Wezi is at 100 points. And then it is the Munna, who couldn't join us this evening due to a technical problem. He's at 96 points. Springbok Gamer. Springbok Gamer is at 83 points. And then David at 81 points. So those are your top 6 guys for this. And then Gav Pig, 55 points. And then it is Tix, 1195. He's on 33 points. Then the Sackman, he's on 27 points. Dylan on 26. Vino for real, 21. Lucas on 18. Staff on 18. Blixenp on 14. And then Ronald, LaRue, he's on 14 points as well. So we definitely are going to see things happening this evening. Great to have you on board. And let's go out now to see who's on track and who's going to be setting up those amazing times this evening. And let's go with Wazzy at the moment. He is currently on track, and let's see if we can get a clear view of his drive through the circuit this evening and see what sort of times he'll be putting on here at Silverstone this evening. So I think Wazzy got out a little bit earlier. Seems to have a clear track. And I'm sure he's going to be looking at smashing the time here this evening. As we come through the start and finish. Really swing it around this bend. So it seems as though Tix has put on a 127.904. This means that the pressure is on for all of these drivers to beat that time. And here we go. Seven minutes left. There we go. Wazzy, 27.366. Nice drive from him. Seems to maintain the pace through the corners here, and very nicely done. And you can see the times flashing up at the moment, and it looks like Nesmax comes back with a 127.604. Nice drive from the top three at the moment, and even down from fourth to sixth. Nice to see the Sackman as well as David coming in with 128s. Springbok Gamer yet to get out on track, so we'll be interested. Here he comes. He's now leaving the pit lane. Can he push his way up that particular ladder? And the prediction is, where's he going to be? So let's stay on board with Springbok Gamer, see what he can do. Just under 6.5 minutes to go. Let's see where he can put himself. So still on board with Springbok Gamer, and as I mentioned, we wanted to see where he's going to end up, because it's definitely going to be a quick one. Yes, he has managed to squeeze in 5th position on the grid with that round. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left of this round, and you can see he's starting to catch up with the back markers at the moment. I don't think it's over yet. I think the guys are going to be still trying to get themselves up the ladder some more. So, yep, I can see already some of the guys are going maybe slightly faster than they were on their previous. A little bit off there. Ooh, nearly lost it. But well done. You can see he brought that back. Let's just go out of the car. You can see here is De Wit at the moment. I'm sure he's also wanting to put on a better time than he has done already. I think he also wants to be looking at trying to get up into the 127 mark as well. Looks like the Sackman lost it as well as Blix and P. They are currently out of this qualification, and it looks as though the Sackman has dropped now a position. Oh, Sector 1 looks as though it is Ronald LaRue. He's also out now, unfortunately. De Wit in 6th position at the moment. I'm sure he's going to be wanting to try and get that up as best he can. So let's go on board with him this evening, and let's see what he can be doing. Well, as you just saw, the very nice drive from De Wit there, puts himself up into 4th position on the grid, and that's how it ended. It was Wazzy, then it was Tix, Nesmax, De Wit, very nice drive right towards the end there, and then Lucas, and then Springbok Gamer, and then Ronaldo, the Sackman, and then Dux, he is in 9th position, and then it is number 10, Blix and P, in 10th. So a great drive from these drivers. That is your top 10. Now we move on to the main event. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is a formation lap, and then they will line up on the grid, and our race will begin for this evening. Great to see the weather is all good and clear for this evening's race, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy to see that. I see Gav has joined us, so he was unfortunately not available for the qualification round, so great to see him in now. So we're going to be watching, and as you can see, we have quite a grid lineup this evening. Wow. So the lights are going, 4 lights are red, and once they're away it looks as though there is a slight incident there. They seem to be getting away quite nicely, and if we have a look currently as we are driving along, it seems as though there is definitely a breakaway from... It looks as though no serious injuries at the moment along this stretch. Blixen P coming through, there is a slight nudge there. Just going on board with the guys here this evening. Just to make sure he's coming around on the outside. Here's Springbok Gamer. Right back, looking at Blixen P. In front of him, Ronald LaRue there, just in front of Blixen P. Let's just go up a little bit on this. You can see David looking where he is. Tix just in front of him in position number 3. Here we are on board with Tix. Currently in 3rd position at the moment. And yes, there we are. The top 3 getting away nicely there. And as you can see, they are pretty much bunched up together. Great racing happening here this evening here at the British Grand Prix. So we have Force India, Williams, McLaren, Toro Rosso, Ferrari, Haas, all there. There seems to be an incident in Sector 1. It looks like Wasi. Oh my goodness. What has happened there? Not too sure. There is his car there. The front end seems to be damaged quite badly. Going back down. Gav Pig on board with him at the moment. He's looking at the inside. Oh, that was close. Looks like we've got a ghost in the stream. Pushing it through at the moment. On board with Springbok Gamer at the moment in 6th position. Lots of space there. Here we come on the top 5 now. You can see David right in front here of Lucas. Lucas looking for that opportunity to get past in the Ferrari. So it's the Toro Rosso versus the Ferrari right now. And he's out on the side looking. Can he get somewhere? Is there a gap, baby? He can look to take David on. Here we're on with David at the moment. You can see how close that Ferrari is coming up on the back end of him there. And yes, he goes through. It looks as though it's going on the outside. And he has taken that 4th spot. Let's see if De Wit can come back. Looks as though he can. There's a slight penalty there on Dukes, as well as Gav Pig getting a 3-second penalty, multi-warning on that drive at the moment. As mentioned, we're on board now with these two gentlemen, Lucas and De Wit, and slightly ahead you can see is the McLarens, then is the Williams, and you can see how close the Williams is from the Force India driver Wasi at the moment, who is currently leading this race. 26 laps, 4 laps already taken care of. And Nesmax is climbing up. Let's go on board with him. As you can see, looking for an opportunity to get past Wasi at the moment. Wasi seems to be holding his pace there and keeping Nesmax at bay. But Nesmax is climbing on that throttle, latching on and trying to get past at the moment. Some great action up in front here. Nice driving by both drivers at the moment. You can see it's all about pushing it to the limits, seeing what area of the track they need to be on, and finding the most effective area to go through, especially to maintain the grip. Obviously, this season of the F1 2018, the track plays an important part on the tire temperatures, which you need to make sure that you're operating at the correct temperature. And here you can see Wasi's just being passed by Nesmax at the moment, who's gone on the outer side. It looks as though he's taken position number 1. Nice drive. Where here is Wasi at the moment, seems to have another sector. Seems as though Gav Pig is having a major tussle down the bottom there, but we'll go back on with them just after this. I want to just stick with this top group area at the moment because it seems to be very, very tight between these two drivers. We're talking 0.05 of a second difference between these two drivers at the moment. I believe this is going to be a real tough one this evening. There we go. Wasi's going on the outside. He couldn't get around him. Nesmax maintains that position. What a standoff that was. Nesmax going slightly off there. It's given Wasi the opportunity to catch up now. And I'm telling you now, Nesmax, knowing Wasi's behind him, looking for that opportunity. He's going to draw him in. You see if he can come around. There you can see just behind them now is the McLaren. Looks as though the Reynolds out. And he's coming round. Nice drive there by both these drivers. Nesmax holding the line. There they go side by side. Yo, what absolute drive from both these drivers. Great excitement happening here on the South African Academy Online Racing, especially between Nesmax and Wazzy at the moment. Wow, that was really excellent driving from both these drivers. And is it going to proceed? I'm sure it is at this point in time. You can see there, he's going on the outside looking for it. Seems to have got past him, so Nesmax drops one position after that daring move from Wasi. Wow, that was fantastic driving. Let's just go back and see now, where is Nesmax? Both these drivers having a fantastic drive at the moment, and they are really going at it. Obviously the compounds are different as well. I'll give you some details on those tires as we speak. So we've got Wazzy on the mediums, and we've got Nesmax on the softs. They've done 7 laps in all. Looks as though now Nesmax is dropping away from Wazzy, but I'm sure that's not going to be for long. Gapig got another 3-second penalty. Sector 2, there seems to be an incident. Here we go. Fantastic stuff. Holding it together at the moment. Excellent driving. Wazzy making sure he's going to make that Force India as big as possible. Looks as though Dukes is out. Unfortunately, did not finish. Coming on the outside, looking for, see if he could cut in on the inside, but Wazzy seems to have it covered. Great driving gap happening here this evening. Really exciting stuff from these two. And really close driving. Where is clear all the way from Wazzy? Just behind him, as you can see, coming up on the inside. Looking a little bit of a change there to get through. Nice control. Wazzy holds off again Nesmax here. The gap between Nesmax and Tix now widening. Looks as though Lucas is in the pits. Lap number 9. This is a 5.8 kilometer track. It has 18 turns. And there are 2 DRS zones for these guys to overtake. And really flat out through there. Still flat out through this S. Is a bit of a slow down here. Keeping it tight. And then flat out again. Bit of changes and tweaks there. A little bit wide there. But there you go. There goes Nesmax into the pits at the moment. He is going to go and change. So as we go on board now, you can see that strategy of the mediums is now working. 10 laps, and nice to see Tix catching at the moment. I think Wazzy seems to have tapped off a little bit without any pressure now, but you can see Tix now looking at his opportunity to stay in second position, which moves now Springbok Gamer up into third. Nesmax out already in fourth, and they're now 10 seconds from the leader. Dylan's just been overtaken. Let's go and have a look at that. And the reason he's been overtaken is because he's in the pit. Nice, great stop there from his team. I think Blix and P also in the pits now. He's also having a quick change. Car number 43, he's now out. Gav Pig moves up a position. I just want to see where that puts him overall. However, remember, he's got that 3-second penalty. Just in front of him is this gentleman, David. And David has in his sights Lucas. Let's go on to the outside of these cars now. We had a great drive in them. Looks like David's put on the hard tires, so he's going to go all the way now. This race is 1 lap in to those hards being used. And you can see now, David's actually catching Springbok Gamer. Here we go. So he takes Springbok Gamer now. And he's got Lucas as his next target. Let me just take that off. We can have a better picture. Where has this put? So 24 seconds behind is this gentleman who's just put on the mediums, who was who had led the race and now is back into position number 3. Tix at the moment maintaining, but you can just see there the fastest lap put on by the Williams. Nice drive. His teammate Vino for real down in 11th position at the moment. Nice driving from Tix. Let's just go up to Wasi at the moment. Wasi seems to be coming up on the back markers here. And looks as though it's Ronald LaRue. However, I think he's been disconnected because there is nobody in that car. Nesmax just puts on another quick time. Vino for real also, he's not in that car either, so let's go up with one of the human drivers at the moment, and it looks like it's Sack, the Sack man in 10th spot at the moment. Car number 15. Here is Blixenpie and his teammate just in front of him. As I said, confusion could be by the similarity in the helmets. Right, let's go on board with Dylan at the moment. Racing for Saba, so the two teammates in 8th and 9th position. Gav Pig just up a front of them by approximately... Oh, another quick time put on by the Williams. That's 3 quick times. Lap number 15. And then up in 6th position is Springbok Gamer in the Haas. So 14 laps done by the top 2 now on the medium tires. Are they taking those tires through? I have seen something similar before. Then we've got this gentleman on the hard tires this evening, and that's David. David in 5th position at the moment. Not too far away from Lucas at the moment. You can see they were both in picture there. He's coming down. Does he get a DRS zone to catch Lucas in the next couple of laps? Now, just going along that line, who's actually stopped? Let's go back. Let's see the stops. So, still to pit at the moment. You can see Tix just moved in to the pit section. The leader still needs to pit. This means Nesmax now comes back in front of Tix. And if you can see where he is, there he is now. Nesmax now moves into 2nd position. So Vina for real still to pit. And the leader, was he still needing to pit? So is he going to pit now? Let's go back to those tires and the laps. 15 laps done on these current tires by our leader, leading this race in his famous car number 96. And as I speak, he pits. So let's see, where is Nesmax at the moment? Nesmax coming through, and what I would like to do is just go on board with him so you can see exactly where he is. You can see now the leader is pitting. He's still pitting. Let's hope it's a quick one. It is a quick one. Vino for real, not on the track with us this evening. It seems though he's been disconnected. Where is this gentleman going to come out now? Here we come down. Because now Wazzy is behind. And you can see where he is. He's behind Vino for real. And there, just in the distance, you could see Nesmax. Coming through the GP4 start finish. Here we go, lap number 17 of this British Grand Prix here at the South African Academy Online Racing. It is Season 3 Esports Series. You can see just in the distance there is Nesmax, who's currently leading this race. So I think, as you can see, Wazzy's gone for the medium compounds. No, he's gone for the softs. Apologies there, he's gone for the softs. So he's going to be looking to catch Nesmax. He's just done the completely opposite. He's put on mediums. Here's Tix at the moment. Also got the softs on. In 4th position now. We can see here it is the Ferrari. And it is the Ferrari of Lucas at the moment. And closely followed by David at the moment. So here is a race happening right in the middle of things. Here we go, on board with David. Looking to pick up that difference now on Lucas, who's just in front of him. He's going to want to get by. Remember now, Lucas is on the mediums. David is on the hards. Him. Here we go. Difference between first and second is 3.3 seconds. So Nesmax leading this race, followed by Wazzy, followed by Tix. Then we have Lucas, and then we have David, who we're on board with at the moment. But you can see this is exciting stuff from these two. Hard racing. I'm sure David determined to get by. As they come around this corner, they come up on Vino for real. Sector number 3, there seems to be an incident. Nice driving by David at the moment, trying to get as close as he can to Lucas now. Let's go back down to Springbok Gamer. We will keep an eye on Lucas and David at the moment. I'm just watching those times as we speak. But I just want to give you an overview of who is where. So Springbok Gamer in 6th position. Gav Pig in 7th at the moment. He's got another 3-second penalty for some reason. Then we have Dylan from Saku. He is in 8th position at the moment. Just behind him now is the Sackman. Then we have Blixenpie. Also coming back nicely. Operating Vino for real, as well as Ronald, are 1 lap behind these guys. Let's just go up the leaderboard again here, just to see where we are. Here's Dylan. Nice driving, Dylan. We've got Gav Pig in the Ferrari. Springbok Gamer, just in the distance there you can see he's catching, and I'm sure he's going to be catching a back marker at this point in time. Looks like a McLaren. Yes, it is. It's the McLaren of Vino for real. David up into 4th position now, as he's taken Lucas, and I'm sure that's still close. Yes, it is. So biding his time and coming through. But I'm sure Lucas is not going to let up on this one. I'm sure he wants to get as close as he can to David now to come back. So just watching these two at the moment, slightly on the dirt there. David getting a multi 3-second penalty now. Seems to be up though, a little bit of a nudge. Oh, seems as though Lucas has got some damage there. Hopefully it's not too serious. This has obviously put now Lucas a little way back, but he did go right into the back of David there. Here is the Haas of Springbok Gamer. Car number 21. Car number 80. Oh, still a little bit. I think this is Vino for real. He's going to drive right through him. Multiple time penalty on Billard now. Also 3 seconds. Bit of a lockup, but not too much, so a little bit slightly off there, but that's perfectly ordinary conditions, especially on the throttle. It's not an easy track, especially this corner here. So nicely done there. On board there, we've just been on board with Dylan. Let's go to Gav Pig now. Slightly ahead, Springbok Gamer. And with the blue helmet, it's Lucas. Here's David on those hards. David up into fourth. 2 laps left now of this race. So I'm going to take you back up. Is Nesmax going to take this race this evening, or is it going to be a very close attended? Because what you've just seen now is was he catching Nesmax? And he is just over 2 seconds behind him now. So we're going to stick with these two. As I said, just over 2 laps left of this race. And very nicely driven by the top drivers. Williams going to extend that constructor's lead. And that just makes this awesome to watch this evening. Definitely looking to see where Wazzy's going to end up, because we want him to catch the Williams. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that want the Williams to stay ahead. Great driving taking place. So this is currently the last lap of this race to complete this. Wasi is 2 seconds behind now. What a race that was. Nesmax taking it. Wasi 5 seconds behind. And then congratulations to Tix, who takes 3rd position there. A great drive from the top 3 this evening. Unfortunately, David coming up close again, but unfortunately could not get himself onto the podium this evening. Great strategy from him to go to the hard tires, and it seems as though, unfortunately, was unable to get as close as he could to Tix, Wasi, and Nesmax. So this race is over, and it looks as though Nesmax, yes it is, confirmation there, is the #1 driver in Britain this week. And you can see onto the podium as #1 driver this weekend. So there he is holding the trophy up. Congratulations to the Williams racing team. They have done very well. You can see obviously in 2nd place there was Wasi, and then 3rd was Tix. Congratulations to our current champions for 2018 here at the British Grand Prix. This is a confirmation of the results. You can see Nesmax, Wasi, Tix, David, Lucas, Springbok Gamer, Gav, Dylan, nice job from you, Sackman, Blix MP in 10th position, and then it is Ronald as well as Dukes, and then it was Weza. They did not finish, however, they seem to be on those points position. Lots of penalties this evening. You can see that did cost a couple of people some major point positions and points there, but nice to see the guys finishing. It was great having you with us on the live stream. Thank you for joining us here on the South African Academy Online Racing. It was a fantastic effort from you guys. We do appreciate you watching and joining us for the live stream. Thank you very much. It was amazing to have you, and we'll pick you up next week for our next event. Please join us next week Sunday. And as we're counting down towards Christmas, as I mentioned, we will be taking a break over the festive season and then starting late in January again. But we still have 2 more races to go, so why don't you join us for those races before we take our Christmas break. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's been a pleasure being with you, and we'll see you next time on the South African Academy Online Racing, here to bring you the F1 Esports Series of South Africa. We thank you for your time, and we appreciate all your comments, and it's going to be great to see you next week. So join us for our next drive.